overall, he has to be able to hurt Kaido, and Kaido is hella durable.
It was like
Yeah,
3 years, 3 to 5 wheel spins. So it's like Kaido not even throwing punches. Kaido just hitting him, drinking some alcohol, hitting him again, drinking some alcohol. It's gonna take a minute. He gonna go through all the 7 stages like he did with Luffy. He gonna be crying. Why you didn't adapt it fast enough? What's going on?
So, we gonna let you start it off because you got Kaido in the background. How do you think this battle would go down?
To me, I think Kaido would probably beat Mahoraga. I feel like speed and strength would probably beat Mahoraga, even though he's adapting. I feel like the adapting doesn't happen as fast. It doesn't happen fast enough to be able to adapt to the speed and the strength of Kaido. We've seen Mahoraga lose to Malevolent Kitchen, so I don't think he can beat Kaido. If we just being honest, I don't see him beating the Beluga Thunder Strikes and all that. I don't think he'd be to adapt quick enough to deal with it. So I feel like that's why he will lose to Mahoraga will lose to Kaido.
I mean, I can see why you say that, but I mean, if you really think about it, Kaido likes to play with his food a lot, and you can't play with Mahoraga, at least not before he starts to adapt, and that's going to be the main problem. But the thing about Mahoraga that's kind of iffy to me is that, like you said, he got diced up by Malevolent Kitchen, and then we all saw in the manga about what happened when he got tagged up, and there was speculation going on the whole time saying he's not using them yet because he knows I'm gonna one-shot him. And it's about the power of like a city block. So I can definitely see why Mahoraga probably won't be able to hold up his end of the bargain in the battle, which is why I see that man losing all day, every day. I tried to warn you. I see Kaido spanking this man. One of them little thunderclap mace thingies, and he's done.
You're lucky. I tried to disappear better. I can't believe
Nah, 3-on-1.
I mean, you can shoot him some bell, Amari, because I ain't gonna lie, I'm on Kaido's side too. Kaido give his dub to me.
I can't believe this. You're a traitor.
It's not
You're
pretty.
a phony.
It's not pretty.
A phony.
I had to think about it, Amari.
What do you think Mahoraga can do? Like, his adaptability is really cool, but like overall, he has to be able to hurt Kaido, and Kaido is hella durable. He has the ability to play with his food because of how durable he is.
That is true. The only thing that I really have a question when it does come down to the adaptability is, I know the adaptability is when attacks are coming towards him, but does he not then have the ability to adapt that power and use it itself? Because I thought he had an ability to actually also use what was hit with him.
I think that's after he's hit. I thought that's after he's hit and killed with it. So like, I think he can adapt to it after he's killed with it. But I think Kaido's breath blast is enough to destroy definitely more than a city. So I mean, good luck with trying to reuse it back against him.
Because if he keeps regenerating from it, I don't know how long the regenerative abilities could keep going. If he was to get hit by that attack, regenerate from it, his cursed energy, as long as he is alive, is infinite. It doesn't die out until he is completely exhausted 100%. So if he can constantly adapt that ability and then avoid it and hit Kaido with that attack over and over and over and over, I feel like as a battle of wits and strength, he eventually could overtake it. Because if he knows how to avoid an attack but also hit you with that same devastation, it's like boxing, right? If you do more hitting and don't get hit more, eventually you're gonna win that battle.
I think that's my problem. Mahoraga has a cool adapt ability, but he's not smart. He's not smart. Like, we don't see
the adaptability is what helps him avoid attacks.
Is it avoided, or is he just getting spanked by it? Because, like, to me,
I think
it takes too long too.
He doesn't. Oh well.
It's not like once he comes back the first time, I think Kaido's going to be interested and go, oh, you might be able to give me a nice fight. And then once Mahoraga gets annoyed, I think Kaido going to turn up on him, and then it's over. It's kind of just we're waiting until Kaido gets... Say again?
Actually, I don't see it lasting that long to begin with. Because like I said, I think that... Look at how long it took him to adapt to Blue. because we figure out that Gojo was infusing blue in his punches. Look how long it took him to adapt to it, so he wouldn't be able to use it anymore against him.
It was like 3 or 5 wheel spins.
It was like 3 years, 3 to 5 wheel spins. So it's like Kaido not even throwing punches. Kaido just hitting him, drinking some alcohol, hitting him again, drinking some alcohol. It's gonna take a minute. He gonna go through all the 7 stages like he did with Luffy. He gonna be crying. Why you didn't adapt it fast enough? What's going on? You know what I mean? It's not going.
I will say this though. I feel like the reason why it took longer to adapt is because one, Gojo's mastery of blue is much higher than any Jujutsu or sorcerer in that world. Like Gojo is the only one who uses blue in that way, the same way he uses red. There's no other sorcerer in Jujutsu Kaisen that uses it that way. Even Sukuna had to pull him out because Sukuna can't do blue the same way. So I feel like when it comes down to how complicated the technique is, that is why it took him longer to process it. But like,
I feel like that's speculation.
Kaido just throwing out lightning or something like that. Like I will say maybe when it comes to Kaido's conqueror's haki, right? I could see maybe that would take a little bit longer because that's more of an internal thing that Kaido has that Mahoraga wouldn't just be able to pull up because he uses cursed energy. But everything else, like lightning strikes, all of that, that's like elemental. I feel like Mahoraga would be able to adapt that out a little bit faster.
I don't know. Kaido's Boro breath, you think Mahoraga be like, oh, this is normal.
Maybe just a regular breath blast, like the flames. Yeah, that's just flames.
Yeah, the flames
to Mahoraga. But the other one, I feel like that one won't take as long as Conqueror's haki, though. I feel like Conqueror's haki in their world would be the equivalent of him trying to learn how Gojo uses blue and his unlimited.
What about like the Destroyer of Death, I think is what they called it. It had such a funky name in the manga. But like that move that had Gear 5 Luffy blocking.
Running? Oh, you talking about
like
he was drunk,
we acting like Luffy still struggled with Toon Force to beat Kaido. So it's like, it's hard for me to just go Mahoraga is something without Toon Force. We don't even know other people in the One Piece world who could beat Kaido.
That's a fact.
And in the kitchen,
there is a lot of
the Malevolent Kitchen is nowhere near the top strong guy's power in One Piece. It's a strength, speed,
it's a gap,
and strategy gap in this fight that just makes me favor all things One Piece in this fight. I think Luffy in
I think
Luffy probably before Sabo got the flame fruit. What was that? Sabo Odi? That Luffy probably could beat Mahoraga.
Oh, you talking about Dressrosa Luffy?
Dressrosa, yeah. He probably could beat Mahoraga. Like Mahoraga's ability is cool to me, but it's not consistent. And if I can beat you, I just gotta. I don't feel like
Luffy is smart enough in the wits against Mahoraga, though.
I feel like Mahoraga
should get the one up on Luffy at Dressrosa. I feel like at that point he probably would still get the one up on Luffy at that point. Afterwards, where it's like after Cake Island and all that, yeah, I could see Luffy taking a little bit more seriously at that point, especially with his what is it? His foresight. Why can't I get it right now?
Future sight.
Yeah, that I feel like would probably come into play. But before that, at Dressrosa, I don't think he would have been able to.
I think Mahoraga just needs to be vapor. The only way to really beat him that we've seen so far is if he's being vaporized or just decimated. Like Malevolent Shrine, it basically chopped him up into little bite-sized pieces. The unlimited hollow purple vaporized him and the wheel. So I don't know if Luffy has anything that'll completely vaporize him. Like, I mean, you could do an elephant gun if you want to, but I don't think that'll do too much other than put a dent in him. But everything after that, that's going to be a whole nother issue for Mahoraga to deal with. Like, for instance, like Mike said, Kaido with that funky ultimate death move thing. That thing was pretty funky and pretty stank. Mahoraga might be gone.
I don't think it's a might at this point. Like, if Toon Force is blocking, is in a defensive stance against it, Mahoraga is dead.
Yeah.
Dead. It's not to me.
That is rough because, like I said, that you have to pull Toon Force, which is the unexplainable in physics and all that to in order to win a fight against a strong-minded person. I get it. That does make sense. That does make sense.
Physics.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because like my man getting hit in the head and spikes going through your face, like that's not normal. Your head should be knocked off your shoulders in a real fight. You're getting hit that hard, so that's what I mean. But yeah, no, I get it. I get it. I think that's a solid point about the vaporizing part you bring up, Khalil. If Kaido does hit him with a strong enough blast like that, that would vaporize him. I guess that would technically be the loss. Like he wouldn't be summoned back at that point.
And that's why I switched. And that's why he's the GOAT. The GOAT.
You're a traitor. That's what you are. You are nothing but a traitor. And you know it. Traitor.
Y'all can let us know what y'all think in the comment section down below. Who do you have winning? Mahoraga, Kaido? Y'all let us know. And we'll argue with you in the comment section down below. But you know who I'm rocking with. Catch y'all in the next one. Peace.
Peace.